Good evening, friends. This is Cassandra Joan Butler, along with your Cosmic Connections for today, Wednesday. Like we're here every Wednesday. And over the next few minutes, for a while, we're going to be talking about what's going on out there in the big umbrella, the big room. We're going to talk about ways to congratulate yourself for a job well done. And also, we're going to do some spiritual messages. We like to do this on Wednesdays. So my initial welcoming question to you is, and we're going to do a meditation too. Hi there, everybody. We're going to do a meditation on what's on top of our greatest challenge. What is our greatest challenge, our personal greatest challenge right now? Because if you haven't had a peek outside your window, make a point of taking, there's our beautiful photographer, Pam. Pam, get a load, take a picture of that gorgeous crescent moon next to, it looks like a star, but it's actually Jupiter. So over the course of the next 24 hours, we have a collection of moments. And let me explain what I talk about when I talk about the moon changes. I have discovered, so number one, and you guys can please interact with me. Today, have you felt more of an urgency to make a plan for the number one challenge in your life? So, big hugs to Rose and Barb and Lois and Linda and Nancy and Susan and Robin and Lois and Jay and Elizabeth. Good to see you guys. Hi, Nancy. Great to see you. Nancy and Pam and Christine and Nicole and Jill and Stephen and Joan and Kathy. Welcome, guys. And think about what your greatest challenge is. You can share it or not. Marcy, Christine, Michael, Paula, and two others. Please share. Hi, Renee. Hi, Donna. Hi, Joy. Hi, Shirley Ann. Hi, Michael. Hi, Logan. Identify your greatest challenge tonight. And from a perspective of, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. No, we're going to put that on the back corner, all right? It's more of a perspective is this. I have a problem, and within every problem is a solution. Let me explain. So, 2020 is the year when we've had the most harshest, and the ancients called them benevolent planets. I call them learning lessons, right? That's my Pollyanna talking. But we had, Pluto and Saturn next to each other as the year commenced. And early today, or actually early tomorrow, the moon is moving over this configuration of Capricorn. In other words, the very year of transformation that we are unified in all experiencing, no matter what the angst, and there's a lot of personal angst, obviously, too, right? I mean, everyone is impacted by COVID in many multiple ways, some more, some others, right? But in the course of my week, my job actually is to, frankly, give people kind of beginning, ending times, but more importantly, to give people hope when they're going through enormous challenges that defy understanding. I encountered this past, month actually, people with very, very serious illnesses. I know one person, his very young wife, in her early 50s, has been stricken with early onset Alzheimer's, and they have 3 teenage children. So how does this man function with trying to make a living in COVID and having a very ill wife plus raising 3 kids all at the same time? On and on it goes. Estrangement, breakups, divorce, and of course serious illness, and loss of job, loss of any number of difficulties. We can't sugarcoat what we're all going through. but there's a personal connection during the year of transformation, and then the external mundane astrology is saying much of the same thing, because it's all in the sign of Capricorn. And where you find Capricorn, my friends, is where you have to do your resilience no matter what. You have to get on top of the mountain because our friend Capricorn, excuse me, dropped my pen and I forgot to write some notes. Capricorn rules that which is very difficult, and it also rules very challenging expressions of solution. So tonight and the next 12 hours, we may be getting a handle, not just on what's facing us right now, but maybe something we brought into this year, something that's just a festering situation that seemingly won't go away. But my hope and prayer for each of us, myself included, is that we will receive a lot more insight in the next 12 hours. Because life is spent moment by moment, and that's what the moon shows us. The passing moon and the moon lunation and the changes of the moon track our feelings and our emotions on a moment by moment basis. And then we have the larger hands on the clock, the hour hand as it were, is when the larger, more profound, more difficult and challenging generational planets move. So when you're reading your chart, you're basically trying to integrate both, the moment by moment and the larger story. So the larger story of 2020 is the breakdown of authority and stepping into our own authority, becoming our own authors of our lives, even in the midst of so much difficulty, and to do that in many different ways. And in the next 12 hours, because the moon is like activating those planets, and I'll give you the time frames. For example, I'm sure you'll all be just perky and up at Thursday on the 19th at 2:58 in the morning. That's when the moon is dancing with Pluto. So I presume you will be asleep then. Before you go to bed, ask your higher self, the God of your understanding, set your intentions before you sleep tonight to give you some profound answers to your greatest challenge. So that's at 2:58. Moon is emotions, Pluto is upheaval. It's like a volcano erupting. We may have some fantastic dreams tonight. And some of the dreams might not be terrific, fuzzy dreams. They might be workadoom dreams, dreams that might even resemble solutions to some of our issues. At 4:43, the moon touches in with Jupiter. And at 10:51 tomorrow morning, on the 19th, the moon is touching in with Saturn. Again, this is all at Eastern Standard Time. So we can visibly see this. This is the beautiful science of astrology. We can look outdoors and see the crescent moon next to the star thing. It's not a star, it's Jupiter. Isn't that amazing? So this only happens once a month, by the way, when the moon is in Capricorn and it's going over the story of our life in the past 11 months, the year of transformation. So my hope and prayer for each of us is that we'll be able to get some insight and clarity in the overnight, in our unconscious. How I use astrology and how I teach it, I know a lot of my students are in the room. Thank you for being here. But here's something everybody can do. You can, over the course of your moment-by-moment life, jot down when you're feeling optimistic or when you're feeling despairing. And these reactions emotionally don't have to be because of something, right? It can be just, you're driving down the highway and all of a sudden like, oh my God, I've got so much, fill in the blank. Oh my God, I've got so much gratefulness. And then if you are adept at the language, then you want to see where the moon was in the moment you were feeling these feelings. And that's a wonderful way to learn how fluid our consciousness can be. When the big room, the astrological transits are activated, we often pick them up like little receivers. You know, we are kind of frequency beings, aren't we? I know I'm singing to the choir because a lot of you, of course, do mediumship or healing work or just have good old-fashioned hunches. when our intuition is aligned with life, there's a fluidity, and then we become inspired, and sometimes we also pick up anguish that's not even our own. So that's my message for you today, right? So it's just to think in terms of moment by moment. And my thought, my hypothesis, is that in the next many moments, over the next approximately 12 hours, we're going to have more intense feeling moments relative to our microcosmic challenge in our individual lives, no matter what that might be. And remember, the old saying is, embrace your troubles because you wouldn't want to shoulder the troubles of other people. And relative to the world, that the world is a place that's objectively going through a transformation as we speak. All right, so that's my intro for you this evening. I want to say hello to everybody. Susan and Robin. It is a gorgeous moon. Absolutely, Nancy. And Barb and Rose and Rachel. It's a gorgeous representation of creators' expressions, I think, of communication with us in many ways. Mark and Renee, thanks for being here. Nice to see you, Rose and Lynn. Thanks for being here. Hi, Gail. Hello from Florida, Patricia. Hi, Dennis. Dennis, I owe you a phone call. So if you could, maybe you can call me right afterwards tonight. I want to. We have unfinished communication there. Hi, Felix. Hi, Carrie Ann. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Jean. Okay. Hi, Jody. Hi, Colleen and Michelle. Michelle, I get to see you on Friday across the world, right? Hi, Leah. All right. Oh, thank you. They were a gift, Colleen, my earrings. I want to get all dressed up for you today, wearing little moon earrings. Ah. Hi, Christine. Yeah, it is an amazing moon. The moon does look amazing, Eileen. Absolutely. Hi, Lindsay. Yes, your dreams have been very vivid and wild lately. Interesting comment. Thank you, Melanie. I've done dream classes before with astrology. I'll be doing them again. Hi, John. Oh, you would wake up at the witching hour? John, true story. I used to wake up frequently at the witching hour. You want to know this? This is my brush with the paranormal. To the sounds of 3 knocks. And I asked them please to stop it because it was really affecting my sleep. So now I'm not anymore. And I of course, I have a little bed companion. I stole my my daughter's dog. There's nothing like a honey huggle. A honey the dog huggle. Anyway, that's interesting, John. Yes. Hi, Felix. I think I said hi to everybody. Wardrobe dreams. That's fun, Colleen. Hi, Retta. Yes, Michael. Exactly. Beautiful. Well said. Michael was a wonderful writer, and I got to meet him. That was so cool. That's the call of Capricorn. Creating our own authority. We must take control of our lives instead of letting other people control you. All right, having said that, I'll be the first to wear a mask in my office, all right? I don't want to freak anybody out. And now in Western New York, of course, we're having another very intense shutdown. Okay, we are. And there are some people on the front lines, lawyer types, who are saying, no, this is a little bit of an overreach. So there are lawsuits being filed against the authorities. The point I'm saying by mentioning that is that we always have some control if someone we feel is overstepped boundaries, because Capricorn rules boundaries, by the way. So we're all learning new boundaries. And even in the midst of a pandemic, and when even if the government locks us into our homes, and governments do that, you know that, right? They do that in China during the Wuhan. They would literally lock people in their homes. It hasn't come to that here, but it's something that has been done on this planet. You cannot leave your home, and they will get locked up. As a Sagittarius rising American, that's the country's chart, by the way. I'm not Sagittarius rising. I wish I was. It would be a great rising sign. We get kind of squoochy inside thinking about people taking our rights and our freedoms away, because this country was built on freedoms. But I think what Michael and what I would offer to all of us to think about, we always have a semblance of control. We always have some semblance of control, no matter what the external circumstances. And Capricorn is the sign of control, and it's been the theme in our lives all 2020. How much can I become my own authority in the midst of, in some ways, in some instances, unfettered control? So, having said that, moment by moment, in the next 12 hours, we're going to be emotionally experiencing the thing that's creating the most anguish because of lack of control in our lives. And you know, generally speaking, if this was the old normal, the most important thing that may be coming to your mind might be a relationship issue, or a relationship issue, or a relationship issue. Even in one's own career, sometimes if we have a career, we have a skill set, we can usually find another job. But again, in this particular 2020 year of transformation normal, it's a lot more difficult to navigate the boundaries that are represented to us vis-a-vis the Capricorn energy. So that is what we're going to do, all right? We're going to allow our unconscious to speak to us. We're going to allow the God of our understanding to speak to us. We're going to understand and translate in our dreams tonight and be inspired. That would be my intention for us all, to have some new creative answers on how to navigate the most important challenges that we have in our lives in this moment, relative to or because of COVID, or anything else that has nothing to do with the crisis. Alrighty, and then we're also going to talk about our first quarter square. It's one thing to identify a problem. I always say this to people. You can have anything and do anything you want in your life, but not all at the same time, right? So Capricorn rules time. So name the issue in the next 12 hours. And then on Saturday, the 21st, let me give you the exact time. Really? I cut off some of my notebook. I'm sorry. I'm just a Sun conjunct Neptune. I do get a little spacey here. But this is taking place on the, not the 21st, on the 22nd early. Let's see. Hold on. Sun. Wait, how did I rip that off? Never mind. I'm in the wrong month. Saturday the 21st, we have a couple things happening moment by moment. At 3:40 p.m., the sun goes into the sign of Sagittarius. We're still under the new moon cycle of Scorpio. We're still doing our due diligence. We're still digging down and activating our Scorpio part of our chart, even though the sun goes into Sagittarius on Saturday afternoon. And then at 11:45 Saturday night, that's p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon and the sun make a little square in the sky. Now, in astrology, a square, that's when sun and moon, it looks like a half moon, are making a 90-degree angle, is the time of work. So identify what's troubling you the most tonight until Saturday, and then after Saturday until theoretically the eclipse of the 30th. I'm making a kind of wide lunation weeks here for you. Instigate your plan. Put your plan into action, and that's for all of us. And the Sabian symbol is really interesting. especially because the day after Thanksgiving traditionally is a time when vendors and retailers make a huge proportion of their yearly sales. We call it Black Friday. It's going to be very different this year. I think it's going to be, I think most of us, oh my gosh, are going to call up and manifest that little A word, right? Amazon. But, I'm a real stickler for shopping local, wherever local means to you. But anyway, we may have that challenge. And for you retailers out there, maybe there's some ways you can work around the virus crisis. But for all of us, work hard where you find Pisces in your chart from this Saturday, the 21st, all the way until the 30th. Reconfigure a foundation for yourself. Reconfigure a plan. Start working the plan. I've been wanting to do X, Y, and Z. I've been wanting to bake that bread, write that book, get to I can't go to the gym. Start exercising, starting eating healthily. Whatever that may be, you can start initiating the plan. The Sabian symbol, this is relative to Black Friday. In a crowded marketplace, farmers and middlemen display a great variety of products. The process of commingling and interchange, which at all levels demonstrate the health of a community. Wow, this was written in 1928. This symbol, I'm going to say that again because it's so profound. The health of a community rests on the ability to do exchanges. I mean, we're being told we can't even exchange hugs with our loved ones. Kind of. Frighteningly so. Let me say that again. In the process of commingling and interchange, which at all levels demonstrates the health of a community. This was written by Dane Rogier, an amazing astrologer that really brought astrology into the 20th century. This is the Sabian symbol refers to commerce. That commerce can be a very, very good thing. On a philosophical level, when you have a capitalistic society, you don't have one boss, right? You have many bosses. Your clients, your customers. A very wise woman friend of mine once said that to me. She said, I've always worked for myself. Now, she's like 90 now, and she's still working, honest to gosh, in real estate from afar. She says, I don't know. I love working for myself because, no one can fire me. I have 100 bosses at any given time. This is the symbol of commerce that's coming together on Saturday, right through the holiday of Thanksgiving until the 30th. So how can we still intermingle in the face of the crisis? That's going to be dependent upon our inspiration that we are thinking about in the next 2 days. Every problem has a solution. All right, so that's what the Sabian symbol is. In a practical sense, the symbol emphasizes that the time has come to take full advantage of social opportunities to bargain and to trade. So right from the esoteric bard Dane Rogier's mouth to your ears. All right, so that's taking place on the 21st, friends, and we're going to do the astrology for that. The moon at that moment will be at 0 degrees of Pisces. You're all with me? So moment by moment, the moon tracks. It's like a little second hand. Tick, 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 tick. Our hands are like the larger planets. Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, Uranus. So for our Pisces, okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I always forget to do this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, this is my cheat sheet right here. I write down all of the signs and I put a number next to them, which represents the houses. So I'm not coming from the top of my head. This isn't mediumship yet. All right, so for Pisces, this weekend, you're going to put a plan in for yourself to do that type of commerce, maybe connecting with new friends, and we do have some connection tools. I'm not saying break the rules. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that our need to interchange and to create community is going to be very, very strong this Saturday until the 30th. For Pisces, it's about you putting your best self out, and the focus is on you, on your own charisma, on your compassion, on your ability to be with others in a new way. I'm starting with Pisces, you notice, because the moon will be in Pisces. Our next is our Aries people. Aries or Aries rising. This upcoming weekend, for the next week, your energy is about getting into your spiritual self, retreating, meditating, praying, being extraordinarily sensitive to your own intuition. It's a really good time for the Aries to take a retreat in some ways, to trust their intuition, and not be around the maddening crowd, right? But maybe connecting in a commerce way, intermingling with the spirit and spirits within. Taurus rising is about your friends, it's about your groups, it's about your associations. You might be wanting to make real inroads, maybe create a Facebook page for your friends. I don't know, do something using the technology, Taurus, because Uranus is in your sign as well. It's a really good time for you to reach out and connect with people, maybe using alternative ways, i.e. technology. For Gemini or Gemini rising, you might be wanting to reach out and connect with possible employers. Maybe you're going on a job search, or maybe you're wanting to increase sales if you're self-employed. Some of those implemented plans will be better off put into practice right by Saturday through the 30th of November. For Cancer or Cancer rising, to expand yourself, to learn, to travel, to teach, to create teaching programs. That's for our Cancer friends. For Leo or Leo rising, this energy is asking you to get deep inside yourself and to touch in with your own personal power, whether that be psychological, spiritual, or even financial, to take an accounting of how powerful you truly are, Leo. For Virgo or Virgo rising, this energy is about paying attention to your best friends, your significant others, and empowering them, connecting with them in the next week. For Libra or Libra rising, making the connections, the Sabian symbol of commerce, to create ways to become healthier, whether that mean learning how to do a gym in your own home, maybe connect with the internet to do at-home exercise. Again, I know I'm being listened to from all over. I'm taking the Western New York point of view that we're going into heavy shutdown within the next week, a couple days actually. Scorpio, find fun, find friends, find creativity. It's in your 5th house, this particular lunation. So tap into some of those creative projects that you put on the short list and bring them into your full awareness and make them a priority. For our Sagittarius friends, this energy activates your home life, whether you need to create stronger bonds with family, again, just in time for Thanksgiving, or do some housework or house remodel or house maintenance in the next week. That's for Sag. Capricorn, the energy has to do with you being very clear on the words you choose to use, your communication, the way that you are expressing yourself. And if you're a writer, it's fantastic for Capricorn or Capricorn rising. For Aquarius, your own personal self-worth and value is coming into prominence. You may be also doing an accounting of your finances. How can I improve my prosperity? How can I create a better budget for myself and my family? That's for our Aquarius friends. So I hope you're all getting the feeling that the beauty of astrology, the application of astrology, is to kind of be in the flow of any given moment, because our lives are made in moments to moments. All right, so let's see if anyone shared any of their challenges, and then we're going to do a little meditation, and then we're going to do some spiritual work here. Yes, please enjoy that gorgeous moon out there. A lot of comments on the moon. It does look amazing. And we are in the crescent cycle, by the way, obviously. The crescent today and the next couple of days is designed to remind us that life is hard and we have to struggle through with our plans. Always remember that. We have a time to everything, a time to sow, a time to harvest, and a time to struggle through. We're in that time. Bunny, hi. You got, okay, weary of all these changes, understood. Understood there, Mr. John. Well, thank you for the comments there, Tim. Hi, E. Marie, darling. How are you, my dear cousin? Hi, Jean. Hi, Sandy. Being an empath means picking up others' pain. Absolutely, Rachel. So sometimes we don't even own it. And one of the things that we are trying to learn in 2020 is the idea of boundaries. And the governments are making us learn that really easily, right? Shut the door, don't come out. Thank you, Lisa Maria. Yes, please sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already. I'll be talking about the dream class coming up. Bernadette, hello. Stephen, you should take the dream class. Take the dream class. Oh, it looks like a lot of people like the idea of a dream class. They're fun because if astrology works, and by golly, I believe it does, it's not just working when we're conscious and awake. It's going to infiltrate our unconscious when we're sleeping. And I've definitely have demonstrated that to myself. I'm very happy with that hypothesis, and the folks who've taken the dream class over the years do agree. And so I have some good research on that. Hi, Leslie. Okay, thanks for being here, Donna. Thank you. Hi, Marcia. Just setting in California. Oh, awesome. I'm glad to see you, sweetie. Hi, Maria. It was amazing to meet you too, Michael. It was most auspicious. Don't you love that word? Auspicious. Yes. Capricorn moon, Renee, you're really, really going to feel this in the next 11 hours. You're going to get some solutions to some of your issues. We all have issues. I have issue here, issue everywhere. Okay, Australia for a while, only to doctor and get groceries. It's been 60% lifted. Oh, in Australia, only to doctor and get groceries and meds. Wow. Speaking of Australia, oh my gosh, thank you for the reminder, Miss Marianne. Please join me and many astrologers from all across the globe, but the ground zero or the mother of this conference is from Australia. Many of you are members of, or you've seen me share posts from the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. There's going to be a weekend-long conference. I'll be sending you a mailer on that. It's CIA for short. So indeed, friends, I am a member of the CIA. I'm Agent 56, and I'll be talking about the gestalt of 2021 and beyond when the nodes shift. I love working with the nodes. Okay. Interesting, Melanie, that you've been thinking about freedom and control today. Hi, Julie. That makes a lot of sense. Marcia. Oh, so do attend that class next week. And of course, many of you have been with me for many, many years. And I will have my traditional year ahead classes, multiple opportunities for that coming up in the next month. Deanna, thanks for being here. Okay, you're very welcome, Leslie. Thank you very much for being here. Okay. Oh, the birthday's on Sunday. Cool. Looks like the dog ate your homework. No, that was just me just doing dog tailing. Or whatever it's called. Thanks, Stephen. 26 years old, Colleen. Give him a hug for me. Shop local. Yes. Make brownies. Depends on what's in those brownies, Michael. Help the small business. I mean, there's no way I could eat those types of brownies, friends. I'm in Neptune land as it is all the time. It makes me very stuck up if I take any substances. Hi, Jill. Hi, Christine. Hey, Michelle. Nice to see you from PA. Freya, hello. Hi, Barb. Barb, my sister-in-law, Barb. Hi, Colleen. Okay. Hi, Rachel. No money being spent, no stress. Yes. The gift of time, the gift of time, the gift of love. Alicia, thanks for being here. Oh, first weekend, oh, this is good, Lynn. The first weekend in December, the small business shopping on Hurdle. You know what? I'll do that too. I'll participate because I'm on Hurdle, right? I'll have some gift certificates for you guys. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Susie. Hi, Terry. When the truth you're being matches the way you're being, it's a beautiful thing. Truth is all it's about, right? Absolutely. Violet, hi. Thanks for being here. Lexi, thank you for texting me the other day, Lexi. Sean, another, oh my gosh, cousin of my heart, honey. Thanks for being here. I will repeat Cancer. For you, Rachelle, anything. Cancer this upcoming week. It's a time for the Cancer folks, starting on Saturday until the 30th. This will be through Thanksgiving as well. To master their beliefs, and by that be very secure and very grounded in what they believe, whether that be religious, spiritual, philosophical, yes, and even political. Just grab a hold of what they believe and kind of dust that off, and they might want to be making some plans to get out of their routine. Christmas crafts for gifts is a great idea, Rose. Thanks for reminding that. And of course, gifts of food. Right, Michael? The brownies. Hi, Andy. Hi, Anai. All right. Challenge to stay peace in your body. Yes, I feel like a volcano is going to erupt. That's the energy that's coming up specifically at 2:58 in the morning. Now, I bet you if I say that, you guys are going to stay up until 58 in the morning tomorrow and wonder what's happening. Go to sleep. Get some rest. I'm very well rested today. Sometimes I'm not. But chances are I might be up at 2:58. The only thing I used to just do everything to really punish my mind by doing all this research late at night. Now my latest diversion in the quiet of late night is The Crown, right? Any Crown fans out there? And I mentioned The Crown because England, of course, is a good Capricorn country. It was born on December 25th of 1088, right? The invasion from William the Conqueror. And then we have England. England's a great example of Capricorn. Very hierarchical, all right? You have to be royalty or not. I mean, it's a democracy, and you still can rise in the ranks, but it's very much a pyramidal society. It's Capricorn country, and Cancer countries like the U.S. are not like that. You know, that's why we kind of like the idea of the United States. You can pull yourself up by your bootstraps, presumably, and there's a sense of equality. So anyway, I got totally diverted by The Crown, and I don't know if any of you have watched that. And it's a good thing to see. You know, it's the story of Queen Elizabeth. This is why it's a good thing to see. Royals have problems too. In every society, we make certain people into gods and goddesses. And, well, it kind of helps if you're a king or a queen. But if you go through the series, you'll understand that they are obviously extraordinarily messed up as well as we are, because that's the human experience. Amen to that. Stephen wants me to do Gemini. Okay, for you, Stephen, it's about your career. It's about making contacts with other people and so forth. You want to, in the next week, think about the solution of re-platforming what you are doing in your career. Maybe reaching out to the people who can help you. I don't say you have to leave your job or do a whole new career, but re-platform it in the next week. Okay. Alrighty. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you for the testimony there, Logan, about the dream class. All right. Very down due to shutdown. Maria, I'm with you, and that's why I'm doing this conversation about Capricorn. We're in a collective, and Capricorn, it rules the mountain. We can go high and we can go very low in the next 12 hours. Watch how you become up with solutions that, even though there are things in our lives we have very little control about, we still have some semblance of control and navigate what we can. Hi, India. Okay, you're very welcome, Donna. All right. Issues. Even the royals have issues. All right, let's get to work, friends. We have so much more to do. Number one, I gave you the astrology. Number two, I'm going to give you guys a chance to win cool things. All right. Close your eyes. And the winner of the transit report is Deanna Danforth. Are you in the room, my dear? Deanna. Are you in the room? Great to see you too, cuz. Sean, it's great to see you. You know what? We're going to do a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day party on Zoom this year. Okay? I think that'd be a great idea. Uh-oh, low battery. I better start talking faster. Okay. Happy birthday, Nye. Awesome. Happy birthday. Paula. You know, this is the last one, so I'm running out of juice here. But you're a fellow Scorpio. Scorpio friends, play this week. Get into the magic of your creativity. Get into the magic of your creativity. I hope you're enjoying it, Lindsay. We're going to do a meditation now, and then I'm going to do some mediumship. The meditation goes something like this. Get all the kinks out of your body. We're in a physical, biochemical suit. And I invite you, please, to close your eyes. And in this moment, relax your bones. Go right to the deepest part of your bodies. Inhale deeply. And imagine that your bones are easing, softening, and relaxing within. The femur, the spine, the tiny bones in your toes. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. The shoulders are relaxing and melting and unlocking. And you're allowing the tension to leave your body through the exhalation. And then allow, of course, our beautiful golden white light to come down through the top of your head, the silver white light coming up through the spine, specifically the tailbone, coccyx it's called. Each vertebrae, the energy is coming up and loosening and relaxing every single vertebrae. Inhale, exhale. Become aware of all the wonderful souls who are experiencing this meditation at the same time. People from all over the world are in our presence right now. And what we are sharing with everyone in this room and in the big room, which is every community, nation, continent on the planet, is some form of fear. It's in our bones. Fear. Fear is a part of the human condition, but right now, tonight, in this moment, I want you to face your fears, the number one fear, the number one challenge you may have in this moment, and think about it. Visualize it. Reflect on worst case scenario. Then take a nice deep breath, inhale deeply, and breathe it out. Breathe out the fear. Breathe out the fear. And as the next breath hooks into the previous breath, do a little circular breathing. Inhale, exhale, one breath in, one breath out. So there's like this continual stream of just soft, loving breathing. And every breath you take in, you're breathing in life, and every breath you breathe out, you're breathing out fear. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. As fear comes up, and it will come up, identify it, feel it, name it, look at it, and breathe it out. And come back into the room. And know that we all have the essential, existential fear of death, ultimately. And those of us who believe in the afterlife, who believe in the continuation of life, such as myself, and I presume many of you do, most of you do. And I believe in that because matter and energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Transformations, yes. So I'm going to say my prayer, and I'm going to do some mediumship, and hopefully we can connect with some people who are no longer in this body, but who are in their heavenly bodies. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words to be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and best. As I line ourselves, I line myself and anyone else who would like to with the love, light, and compassion of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. Jill O'Hara, are you still here, honey? My fingers stopped with you. And I'd like to give you a message, if I may. Jill O'Hara, I'm going to say yes, darling, if you'd like to get a message. And all you have to say is I'm here. Okay, my dear Jill, as I'm moving into your energy, I'm getting very strong smells. And it's connected, I think, to the holidays. And I'm getting, but really strong onions and garlic and other really heavy spices as well. And I'm getting sausages, which we don't normally think of when we think of the holidays, I guess. But this is from a grandfather who wants to be acknowledged by you, Jill, who loved his sausage. I don't know if he made homemade sausage or he went to, and it could be even Easter. He went to the, what was the name of it? The wonderful place, the Broadway Market, to get fresh sausage. But it has marigine, the spice, marigine, and thyme, and sausages. And he wants to be remembered by you. This would be, I believe this is on your father's side of the family. He was a very systematic, disciplined gentleman. I think it's that side of the family. Grandfather wants to come in and give you kind of he's a winky type of guy. He liked to wink and make little jokes. Wasn't all that outgoing per se, but there was always an unsaid connection. But he loved the preparation inherent with the holiday feasting. Does that make sense? Okay, it is your father's dad. That's what I was picking up. And he loved his sausage, and he loved that jovialness and that winky. And he's saying to you that you have inherited some of that joie de vivre, and he's not necessarily French, but that was the word that came to me, that you live every day with trying to find joy. And that's what he tried to do as well. And in trying to do this, Papa Joe knew that he was a little goofy sometimes, and he wasn't a goofy person inside, but he tried to lighten up the load of others around him because he lived through some difficult times, some hardships and some illness and some economic bad times. But he always managed to crack the jokes and uplift people's spirits. And he's saying that you are someone who knows how to do the same thing. He says, remember, that's a talent and that's a skill. And he helps you when you are, like we all can be, down and out and despairing. And he's reminding you that you said he's the sweetest man, you're the sweetest person, that you've got that skill, you've got that ability to uplift people every day. And so he's giving you this message. He'll be home for the holidays. He'll be home within your heart, and you'll be talking about him over the holidays. And he wants to be remembered by people, especially your daughter, for some reason. She might not have even known him, but he's talking about your daughter. And so I leave that with God's blessings, Jill. Okay, thank you for being here, Jilly. And I'll get those charts off to you. Sometimes I don't get back to everybody as timely as I want, but I'll do that tonight, Jill. So check your email, honey. Okay. All right. Finger, 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 finger. It's like doing a relay wheel, where it stops, where it stops, where it stops. Nicole Poley. Nicole, Polley. Are you there? Nicole Poley. Nicole Poley. Nicole Poley. Nicole Poley. Thank you for the sentiments, Renee, for my ex-husband. I don't know, perhaps he was talking about, he's coming up to the anniversary of a quadruple or quintuple, a 5 heart bypass, and he's doing well. That was 3 years ago, but thank you. I will pass it on to him, Renee. I appreciate your sentiments. Love you too, Carolyn. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Carolyn Z. Okay. All right. I think the person I had, okay. Colleen Kelly Blackwell. I'm going to just come to you for a little bit of a mediumistic message. There's going to be, I have to come up with a better way to do this. All right, Colleen Kelly Blackwell. May I come to you, sweetie? Okay, good. All right, Colleen, as I'm tuning into your energy, I'm instantly being shown, let's see. It's kind of, what are these called? Not gazebos, gazebo, but they're like, if they have, they're often used in landscaping. It's a trellis. I'm seeing a trellis for you, and you're going through the trellis, and this feels very old. It feels like there's a trellis and an old property, maybe with an arbor. Thank you, Nancy. But it's white, and it has a great growth around it. And so this particular image of this trellis arbor that's in a largest piece of property, it's not like a tiny little lot, is facing somewhere into a path or a wooded area. And I'm getting grandparents, getting a grandfather and grandmother, and they were very proud of this planting and this gardening that they were doing. But this is a very long time ago. This could even be great-grandparents. All right, that there's Colleen Kelly. This is not even necessarily a memory you may even have. But I want to go back to this idea of these very stoic couple who worked together, who did this kind of farming, landscaping beauty. And they're reminding you of your ability to grow things, and that you've neglected some things that you used to do, which is both artistic and creative, because there's been so much other tension in your life other than just navigating the COVID. There's been other things in the family and a lot of struggles. And they're reminding you that everything takes time, like a plant, that it's okay that you've been in a little hibernation and wanting to kind of curl up and reflect before putting yourself out there. The word recovery comes to mind with you too. I'm just going to give that word to you, dear, that you've just been in recovery for something that's been very difficult. But as we get into April of next year, I just feel that you're retooling some aspect of your life in such a way that is just amazing. And this has to do with where you're living, how you're living, and who you're living with. So some of the hardships, not out there, but in the family and so forth, are going to be more or less corrected by early spring of next year. But to be patient and know that you've done your due diligence. So I'll leave that with you, Ms. Colleen, and you're welcome to add any feedback if you wish, either privately or with everyone else. So, my friends, we are now at time. I so appreciate you being here. I will be back with you. Big hugs to the people who've joined, Laura and Tricia and Carolyn and Tracy. Please share this if you like it, and please like my Facebook page if you enjoy this. And please, most of all, use astrology as a barometer of how our moment by moments change. No matter how you might get overwhelmed, breathe it out. We're in Capricorn time in the next 12 to 14 hours, and we may have an opportunity in the next day and a half to plan something to overcome our challenge, an important challenge. And we could implant that change and put that plan into good work beginning on Saturday. I'll see you on Wednesday. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving, and we'll do a Thanksgiving day, or I guess Thanksgiving Eve meditation. So bring your gratitude next Wednesday. We'll be back at 8 p.m. on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Have a blessed week, and keep on shining like the stars you all are. Bye now.